Thank you. Yeah, I need a cue of when that ends.
Well, you could have heard it.
We're back. We're back. So, all right. Sorry about that, guys. System malfunction. Right? So, we have a special guest with us. Right? We have Dana, one of our great mods and LWE students. Right? And soon to be joining me on lives doing readings as well. Right?
Throw me under the bus, but yes.
Yes, I am. I told you I would. And so, not tonight, but she's just kind of joining us to kind of feel the energy and kind of get the flow down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get the flow down on the lowdown.
Right.
Okay.
Hi, Shay. Hi, Aaron.
You nervous?
Hi, Jessica. No.
No.
I'm just in front of the camera.
She's no. I'm just fine.
No, and feel free to talk.
Yeah. So.
Go with the flow.
All right. So where was I? Okay. So Neuro had come in and said, maybe I should have said something. Here's the thing, guys. I understand, like, holding back. If 3 things that I say click with you, right? Don't be shy to say that they make sense. Otherwise, I'm sitting here spinning my wheels looking for more stuff. And then if more stuff comes out and it makes sense, I need you to speak up. Because, look, here's the thing. If you are on the chat, you are eligible for a reading whether you want it or not. All right? I don't have any say on who comes through. So there are people that are going to be super amped. We've all seen it that say, yeah, that's for me no matter what it is. All right? But then there's people on the opposite side of the spectrum like, well, I don't want to be that guy. If things make sense, I need you to step up and say so. If you're joining us here, you're eligible for a reading. Whether you believe it or not, I just need you to, you know what I'm saying? I need you to say that what I'm saying is making sense to you. Okay? I can't control who's coming through. Problem is, with everybody being in one chat like this, all of my energy is being directed towards that. Where if we were spread out like in a studio or something, I could feel a pull this way, I could feel a pull this way, and stuff like that, and kind of help narrow it down that way. This way, I need you guys to say, yeah, hey, that makes sense. So Neuro, I'm about 90% of the way there. Where does the 12 come into play for you? With your friend Jay, with emphysema. Friend, peer group, male, car accident recently. You know what I mean? So, yeah, where does the 12th? So that would be like the 12th of a month, or December, or 12 days ago, 12 hours ago, 12 weeks ago, 12 years ago. Whatever. The number 12 is significant. Okay, now he's using a one of my signs, showing me the birthday cake. So there's a happy birthday being said. Somebody's got a birthday that is either coming up or just passed. We're looking at like a 30-day window, either way, forward or backwards from today. So typically, so somebody's got a birthday coming up or just passed. He's saying happy birthday to that person. That's all right. I'm gonna leave it with you. The 12.
Sheila Patterson Buckley says her husband John had a brother die in a motorcycle crash in 1980. had trouble breathing.
Yeah, I know, but the problem is that they were trying to make reference to someone alive that's on here that had a car accident recently. Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. What is the significance of jumping jacks? I'm hearing jumping jacks. So I don't know if this is the fireworks. That was my first inclination. But I'm hearing jumping jacks. So, Sheila Patterson Buckley, over on Facebook. What is the Jumpin' Jack Flash reference, then, for you? I think I'm going to have to adapt my style a little bit. Because I think this is confusing people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I really do.
What's confusing?
I don't know.
Maybe the person on the other side is not communicating with you correctly.
Well, yeah.
If they want...
What up, Chris? I'm assuming. Oh, the song. Yeah. The song, okay.
That's what I was thinking. Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Jack Flash, it's a gas.
Yeah.
And I was too busy sharing. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm like asking him for an emotion, something. He's just a very visual communicator, and he's struggling to find things that are matching up with me. And so it's almost like a game of win, lose, or draw at this point, right? And welcome back, Sheila. So this male figure that's coming through the line of trees, the 12, had trouble breathing before he passed. He's showing me like the outside of a house. Dude, this is... I don't think that this is... It's totally outside my realm of reference, but there's like a lantern hanging by the door. And it's like kind of like a busted screen door. A rickety, kind of. Okay.
Don't be afraid. Are you clicking with anybody, Justin?
No, I'm gonna have him step aside
Have
because
step back just for a side for now because until there might be somebody else that might be piggybacking.
Yeah.
But tell people not to fear because
this happens from time to time, man. It's sometimes like look, this is why there are many different psychic mediums out there, right? Because we all have different life experiences, and it's those life experiences that they draw upon to kind of help communicate. If they come to a psychic medium that is not I'm called the tragic medium for a reason. So really my specialty, woman, if you don't stop it. Yeah? Okay. Okay, guys. All right, directors. Thank you. Jesus Christ. All right, so don't interrupt my flow of thought, please. So look. This person and I are having difficulty connecting because he's showing me things from his perspective, and I have nothing to match it up with. Also, the problem coming through in this one is where a lot of my psychic sense is clairsentient based, meaning clear feeling, right? And the clear feeling leads to the clairvoyance and the clairaudience, right? And so this is, it's just one of these things where he's trying to make contact, and either I am not presenting the information properly, I'm not interpreting it properly, I'm trying to give it exactly as I'm getting it, but the problem is it's outside of my realm of reference. Now, for people that are from urban environments and things like that, then usually I can be spot on with those because that's more of my background. So welcome, Jessica Grande. All right. And so
in this case,
I'm going to have him step aside.
Right.
Because I am not feeling a click anywhere. It's because here's the thing. Even if people are saying, hey, that's this makes sense, that makes sense. If I don't feel that click, I can't continue with the reading because it's just an integrity thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to know that what I'm providing it's that it's clicking, that it's making sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna have him step aside, and maybe he could get some communication help. I've had that happen before as well. In the meantime, you all right?
Mm-hmm.
You seem
Just
frozen,
watching.
man. You
No,
seem
just
frozen.
watching.
This is Dana, by the way, special guest, just kind of sitting in and kind of getting the vibe, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, what do you think we should do here? Huh?
Readings.
Quick card readings? Sure, why not? Let's do it. All right.
If you want a card reading, they're $25. I'm going to put the link
Yeah.
in the chat.
All right. Oh, man. So, well, welcome back, Michelle. Yeah, man. It's rough. Where'd Roseanne go? Where'd Mommy go? Huh? Eh.
But I'm going to go change it.
Okay. All right, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. What a rough spot.
Hello, everyone. Everybody's popping up now.
Huh?
I said everybody's popping up.
Yeah, everybody's popping up. Everybody's here, right? So, oh, man.
Remember, if they're new.
Yeah, and if you... I just see Roseanne running back and forth over there. All right, so...
say hi to all of our 37 YouTube viewers.
Wow, 37.
Wow,
okay,
nice.
so welcome everybody. My name's Justin Cardozo. I'm a psychic medium and intuitive consultant. What was that? Hey,
25
Tim. All right.
See it on there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Appreciate that, Jengland. Still trying to get used to this whole setup, man. Usually we've got that over here so that we could kind of see what's popping up. I don't usually have just the...
Genland 1 or Gen England, maybe. Gen England 1.
Oh.
$25.
J England 1. All right. J England 1. You here?
Who's Jay English?
Jessica.
Jessica.
Oh, Jessica England.
Oh, okay.
We'll eventually get it out.
Oh
I'm the
my
odd
gosh.
one.
Huh?
If you don't know. I said I'm the odd one if you don't know.
You're not the odd one. You just...
It's
you know,
totally weird,
Here's the
Aaron.
thing.
Not ready for it.
Totally weird. Hijackers again. No, Jaleisha, actually no, not this time. Here's what happened with that, right? Is the person coming through, I just think he and I are having communication issues, not energy-wise, because I felt linked with him. Just, I think I'm going to take the blame for it, for not being able to interpret properly. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say it's me, that he's showing me things that I'm not comprehending, and I am more than likely interpreting them wrong. Okay? And so I'm hoping that that we're going to find a way to get some clarification for him. Yeah, right, Nancy? I'm telling you.
It's not uncommon.
No, it's not uncommon at all.
And it just
believe
happens
it or
to be
not.
the one right out of the gate.
Yeah, it's night, right? Of course, it's the one right out of the
But
gate.
that's okay, because the night's still young. The moon is still out. The wolf is in the house.
Into his house.
So,
Are you getting different feelings of energy than when you watch?
No.
No. No.
Because she feels all the energies.
No.
Like,
She's like, no, it's fine. It's just fine.
it's clean.
It's all good, man. It's all good. All right, so.
No, it's about the same, Aaron.
Oh, for you. For you.
Oh,
For
and
me.
Angel Donna, this is Dana, one of our mods. I keep looking down here. All right, one of our mods on here, you know, with the blue wrench, Dana,
It's
right,
just
and
as
one
you
of
are.
Yeah.
Standing, playing the role of Roseanne tonight.
playing the role of. Oh, like the old soap operas back in the day.
No. She is a light worker. She's a
Yeah,
student.
absolutely, and she is going to be.
But she's more than a student. She's been with us forever.
Mm-hmm.
And she
does her own thing,
Her
which
own.
you all will be privy to soon enough. Soon enough. Right? Oh, God.
Day in the
Everything is going to hell in a handbasket.
That's how it always is.
Yeah.
When is it not?
Oh, yeah, it's all right. So
So if people want to get on the list for other readings, just hit the PayPal. You can get a full card reading for $25 and such. Dana knows the spiel by now. You should be the spiel person, Dana.
yeah,
The Spieler.
Yeah.
well, I agree with that, Jessica. Absolutely. All right. Click that
Don't
link.
clap. That's Roseanne's deal, not mine.
She hasn't clapped her hands in a minute, though. She's been really
she's been good.
She's been
Yeah.
really calm.
But Dana
Somebody
doesn't
wanna-
have
hey,
to be.
Hey, listen. Oh,
Let's
okay.
take
already.
the leash off Dana. Somebody gets side eyes.
No, no,
Sideways.
nobody's getting sideways.
No,
Relax.
I'm
All right.
joking. Are you kidding me? Nobody's gonna be like that with the wolf in the house. No. And Justin was totally blindsided by this one. So.
Yeah. I threw a wrench in the.
It's all good, man. It's all good. It is all good. All right, so let's see. Tim said you were close to clapping your hands the other day on Facebook, huh?
No
Well,
joke,
yeah,
Tim.
Yeah.
No joke.
All right, so we're doing Jessica. Jessica England, right? Still there? All right, cool. So loud. Definitely his mother's son, right? All right, so So here's the thing. Right
pop up
off the
PayPal.
bat. Hmm? Right off the bat, the what Roseanne calls the heart card or the anchor card for you is heaven is watching over you. I don't know if you can see that or not because I can't see the screen, but can you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. This is the card that everything else is based around, right? It's incredibly important for you to know this, that this is a confirmation, because I feel like what's been happening lately with you is that you've had such a rough go of it. I'd say it feels like a little less than a year. It's always been tough, but the past 8 to 9 months for you have been a tremendous, tremendous struggle. So much so that it's really destroyed. You feel like it's just, if you're being honest with yourself, feel like it's destroyed your belief in people. It's destroyed your belief that there's any good left in the world. But your mind is still telling you to hang on and push through. And it's mechanical thinking of no, 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 this is going to get better, is what's getting you through. Okay? And I feel like you're looking for a miracle to happen to kind of what... Okay. Well, all the activity is breaking my concentration.
Stop, Dom.
Okay. I feel like you're looking for a miracle. Okay? But what you're failing to realize is that the miracle is that you're still pushing through. That you're relying on sheer mental will to get through the obstacles. Because the whole point of the hardship that you've been having is to prove to yourself that, one, you're a leader, but two, that you're strong enough to get through anything. Because you see, when all of the prayers that you've prayed up until now always include the saying, God, please give me strength. And what you've been shown when you ask for that, he's giving you situations in which you can demonstrate your strength, not to others, but to yourself. Because he's already imbued you with all of the strength that you need to get through. Okay? And so here's the thing, going forward. You are on the precipice of turning everything around for the good. Okay? You are right there. You are at the breakthrough point. And what you have to do is just trust in yourself that the strength is there. Start to pray for wisdom rather than strength. Okay? But you've got to learn to take time out for yourself. Because here's what's happening. In your mind, when things get rough, right? your mind says, okay, now if I shift, things are tough for me, but if I shift my focus to helping others, things will naturally, in the course of time, turn around for me. And that is right. But the length of time for which it's taking is part of the thing that's really shaking your confidence quite a bit. Right? Sorry about that. Yeah. So that's what's shaking, is the length of time that it's taken. But the thing is, the reason that it's been taking this long is that this time around, you've been pouring yourself into giving for other people so much so, that it's leaving nothing inside for you. You see what I mean? You're completely depleting yourself and not giving yourself enough time to build yourself back up energy-wise. Does that make sense for you so far? Because here's the thing. Where you're going requires a vision. You need to have an idea of where it is that you want to go. What it is that you want to do. The problem is that you're getting up and you're just going through the motions without a game plan. And you can't develop a game plan without taking time to reflect on yourself. Introspection is key. You've got to refill your batteries. That's the key thing you're missing. That's what you're missing. This is why I said that the miracle is that you're still getting through on sheer willpower. Willpower is pulling you along day to day. And you've got this wacky notion in your head that if you take any time for yourself, that you're the selfish person. Ow! I see. So, okay, so that's this notion of being selfish for wanting to take time for yourself and just do something for yourself. That was ingrained in you by some narcissistic relationship that you had in the past. You know this, right? And so you've got to really let that go, because these are echoes of your past damaging relationships coming back and haunting you now and preventing you from becoming who it is that you're meant to be. Make sense? So your path forward, what I need you to do is take a breather and figure out your game plan. Remember who you are. You see what I'm saying? You have to remember who you are in order for you to move forward. Because here's the thing, and this goes for everybody that's watching. This is just a standard general thing for all human beings. The longer that we are alive, we go through different phases in life. So the person we are today is not the person we were 10 years ago. Hopefully because we're older and we're wiser we've learned lessons in that 10 years. The same way that you're not the same person at 21 as you are when you're 14. The world morphs and it changes, yet it stays the same. Right? So it's all in our outlook. So the world morphs and it changes, but it stays the same. Well, that's an oxymoron. What does that mean? It means that the world morphs and changes with the way that we see it. And so the world that you're seeing is that if you take any time out for yourself, that you're the bad guy. The world that you're seeing is that you're not worth doing anything for yourself. Because if you do, you get that echo. Why would you do that? That's so selfish. Playing in the back of your mind. You gotta cut that out, and you just have to choose to cut that out. Otherwise, it will continue to plague you and haunt you, and you'll never get anywhere. Okay? Because here's how you have to look at it. You are no good to anyone else if you go down. You see what I'm saying? You're no good to anybody else if you take a fall. What good can you do then? Now, the jaded part could easily be like, the jaded part of any of us could be like, well, if that happens, who's going to be there for me? But that's not where we're going to go with that. We're not going to go there with that, because that's just another trick of darkness. So what I'm saying is that you've got to take care of you first. At some point, I say this all the time, at some point, self-survival has to kick in. Because guess what? Human beings are the only animal on the planet that are capable of ignoring that self-survival mechanism. And we will drive ourselves down into the dirt and then some over stupid stuff that people have said to us in our past. Because we're holding on to that label.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta let that go, man. 2020 is your year if you choose it to be your year. I'm challenging you to choose it. Okay? Does that make sense for you?
Okay.
Okay.
So.
All right, and thank you. Thank you for choosing me to give me the honor of giving you a reading here. All right, just kind of still trying to get used to this whole new setup. It's trippy, man. And
how
having
would you
Dana
think,
sitting
Dana?
here like,
About the reading?
Yeah. What do you feel about those cards when you look at them? Because you're not really around our cards, so.
Oh no, the cards put off good energy, and you can feel the power in them. So it was interesting putting the cards
the
to
way
the-
that
to
they
the-
lay out
yeah.
versus the reading,
Mm-hmm.
and how
Mm-hmm.
because I don't read it in a particular order. It kind of melts together.
Because it tells a story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. It's a good lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Lesson. Okay, so, Queen of Water, actually.
That's a cool name.
It is
Mhm.
very cool name. She wanted a mediumship reading. She was confused and she paid for a card reading, a full card reading.
Okay.
But you have to explain to her, since I'm not on camera, she already paid for the full card reading, that how we do mediumship readings on here versus
Yeah.
private.
Right. So the way that mediumship readings work on here when we're doing a live is it's just kind of an open forum. It's like a give back as far as like spirit readings go, mediumship readings. Okay, so the door is open. Whoever comes through comes through. Now, as far as like card readings, those are $25. And the spirit readings are a give back today. Now, the private readings, thank you. Those can be booked separately.
Right.
Okay.
Because there's no time limit on a private mediumship reading.
Right.
Right. And that is a different that's a different fee altogether. Right. But if you're wanting a full generalized card reading for the new year,
right?
Then that's what you paid for. That's what you're gonna get on here tonight. It's got to be either a yes or a no because I mean. Well,
okay.
Listen.
It's up to you, man. Because we can.
Because if she wants a private, I just tell her straight up, private readings are $200.
Spirit readings are $200, right?
Yeah.
But that's because there's no time limit, and they average an hour and a half to 2 hours on average. I've had some of them go longer than that. Into the 3.5, 4 hours. So.
You put away the cards.
Yes. But I think I put them on top.
So it's whatever you want, Queen of Water. If you want.
That was there.
Do you want a card reading?
That was there. That was there.
Hi, Marlena. Welcome. Happy New Year. If you guys are new and you're on, and you haven't ever been on, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up, guys. And the bell so you get notified. If you're on Facebook, please like and follow. And please share. Welcome our guest tonight, sitting next to Justin, Dana. You all know her as a mod.
Mm-hmm.
And so just Queen of Water, you just tell me what you want to do. Do you want a full card reading from Justin?
Yeah. If not, that's cool too. It's all good, man. All good in hood. All right.
Oh, did you need me to take a picture of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Cool.
Yes, do a card reading and then she will book a mediumship reading for private. Okay, fantastic.
Cool enough.
And can I say your name? Because is it okay to say your name, or do you want to go by Queen of Water, or do you want Justin to?
That's...
Carmen.
Okay.
Yeah, Carmen.
Cool.
Queen of Water, Carmen.
It's a dope name, man.
I know.
All
Says she's because it's because I'm triple water.
Okay. Because I don't do the astrology and stuff, believe it or not. I'm just a natural born psychic medium using discernment to my advantage. Oh yeah.
Straight down.
No. I confirmed with her when I got that.
I know.
It was all good.
So Dana, you want to jump in and feel the energy today? See, that's what I was trying to find for you.
No, gotcha.
But you didn't have fancy.
Huh?
They didn't have fancy stuff like that. They just.
Oh, they didn't have anything like that anymore?
They had these cheap bags that were like
little thin, paperish type bags.
Yeah, they're like my Ipsy bags.
Yeah.
Ipsy's better.
Alright.
She's all watery. I like that.
Do those for me, please. So Carmen, I'm just kind of tuning into you. Just
Nothing to be sorry about.
No.
no, I understand what you're saying. So
We're relaxed right
here's
here.
the thing.
We're relaxed,
Mhm.
man. We're like being quiet,
I can. All right, so check it out. I know already that you've got a touch of what we do, right? And so that I'm picking up on right away.
indicative,
Yeah. So
last yesterday's adventure.
people are never. They have a hard time reading you because your gates are very high. And that's okay.
Expectations.
Huh?
Expectations of a fellow light worker are always,
Always
high.
high. Always high, right?
It's almost a test.
It is, absolutely. But no, see, here's the thing. I'm getting more of she just wants somebody to be able to read her and get things right so much. But no one's been able to do it yet. It's alright. It's alright. I know what it means. I got it. So they'll tell you, you'll hear things like, oh, I'm having a hard time reading you because your anxiety level is high.
Okay, I just got shivers.
Yeah, I know. Doing my thing, man. Right. So like right off the bat, the first thing as I was shuffling them, is I feel the anxiety level, the generalized anxiety. But then more so is this sense of feeling like no one understands you. And when are you going to find somebody that does understand you?
A lot of curiosity.
So let's see what happens. So by the way, these cards are angel cards. They are not tarot. There's nothing astrological about them. All right, it just kind of points me in the right direction of all of the many facets. Human beings are so complicated, right? Mm-hmm. It just kind of helps narrow down a generalized thing. But in your case, I felt a connection right away. So people will say, you've got your defenses up, you're blocking me. And you're like, what are you talking about? No, I'm not. It's funny because I connect with you right away. You know what I'm saying? So, typically, I have to put this disclaimer out there. Typically, I don't deal in the love realm as much. I will approach it if it comes up, right? Everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a deep, deep missing of someone incredibly close to you. So, let's see what happens. This should be interesting, right?
Yep, that's strong.
Sit out. All right. All right, so Carmen, welcome back, Lily. So Carmen, here's the thing. We right off the bat, the first card, the heart card, anchor card, whatever you want to call it, the emotions card. It's what everything else is based off of. You are an incredibly, incredibly emotional person, which is what contributes to the anxiety level. Now, understand that I'm going to give you, just hang tight. I'm going to give you everything that I get, okay? Yes, very empathetic, and you victimize yourself with your empathy. So an empath, yes. But the importance of being an empath is just to let you know that you're more sensitive you're sensitive in a different way than other people. We should never wear the empath badge like a badge of honor. We should always strive to hit that next level of control. Excuse me. Because the level of control is when you are going to be able to actually be able to hone in and deal with things. I know you don't try to hide it. I know. So many empaths wear that as a badge of honor. But what I'm trying to say to you is that being an empath in the end ends up victimizing you more than what happened to you when you were a child. Okay? Because that's when it started. That highly traumatic event or events opened up your mind to be able to pick up on things. But then we've plateaued. So you've got to seek out control over it, rather than just allowing the random emotions of the day of whoever you're going by to affect you, making you feel like this, making you feel crazy, making you feel bipolar, right? This is what I mean by it. You can be victimized by your own empathy, by your own empathetic ability. And it creates this split, right? It creates this split of ourselves. So once you get control of this thing, the end result has to be a marriage, a union of the two. Right? So your course is clear, but a choice has to be made, because it's all free will, man. It's all free will. Anytime somebody gets a reading with me, you can ask anybody that's been on here a number of times, is I'm not going to just give basic info without a game plan to put in place, right? That would be irresponsible of me. And so your number one priority right now is now not to restrict yourself and be hermit-like, but I understand why you do. Because if you go to the grocery store, you're bombarded by somebody at the Apples who's pissed off. and you start feeling pissed off. Then you go over by the milk, and there's someone that's sad because they lost somebody, and then you start feeling that mourning. And then you go into the cereal aisle, and somebody is ecstatic for whatever reason, and you're feeling it, and you're like this psychic sponge absorbing all of this energy that's around you. You don't know how to guard against it, which in turn makes your emotions right? That's what I mean. It's victimizing yourself. So the way forward is you've got to become an activist for yourself, right? You've got to figure out the way to guard. Some people call it psychic attack. It's not. It's just residual energy, man. Human beings are energetic balls that are just walking around, and our aura is basically our energetic field, and the more intense, the more it radiates outward, right? And so whenever you cross into one of these people's fields, you take on a little bit of that. And so by the end of the day, you're exhausted, mentally drained, which leads to being physically drained, which leads to being ill a lot and feeling sick, right? And then the self-doubt creeps in. What's wrong with me? Nobody will love me because I'm crazy or whatever, relationship troubles, things like that, right? And it just leads into this cycle of anxiety and worrying about tomorrow and regretting yesterday but never living in the now. So you try being generous with people, but that doesn't work, right? And you're just wondering, what in the hell do I do? Right? What do I do? How do I fix this? It's very simple. It's so simple that you automatically ruled it out because you've got a beef with God. I'm going to say this again before I give you the key. And when I give you the key, it's so simple, but it's not that simple because you've got a beef with God. You have to simply pray. And again, not praying for strength to get through or for whatever it is to go away. Pray for the wisdom to protect yourself. Pray for the wisdom on how to put those defenses up. Right? The wisdom on how to become the activist for yourself and to commit to it. Taking steps in the right direction. See, because I feel like everything is all over the place, man, right now. And see, okay. Now, to all of my LWE students, this is an example of... So, the thing with past lives... You had a past life reading, and it made you remember somebody that you had a connection with, yes? And you don't feel that connection in this lifetime, and you feel lost. Is that it? Because I want this to be give and take, because this is a teaching moment, a learning moment. Or is it popcorn? No, it was Roseanne typing.
Sorry. I was trying to be quiet.
You had a relationship, but it was... He's alive, right? Here's the thing. Who told you that that was a past life relationship, though? I'm trying to make a point. You see where I'm going?
Mm-hmm.
And it's what I say. The danger of past life readings is this. So you had a relationship with somebody in your lifetime this time, correct? And then, but somewhere along the line, you had a past life reading, and they told you that this person was your soulmate from a past life. And so you expected that to last forever, because because listen, I understand that there are a difference between soulmates, because you could have many soulmates, meaning it's like a soul group, like your clique. Think about it. It's only natural. Human beings as a soul is a social creature. So we've got cliques, right? And you just know that you're going to instantly hit it off with somebody, even if they're not relationships, but just friends.
Mm-hmm.
And you just click. That's your soul group. It's still a soul mate. But like Roseanne and I have been together in a past life. So much so that when we met the first time, we looked at each other and was like, where the hell have you been? She even gave me this shifty look, like, where the hell have you been?
Yeah.
True story. And I call her,
insane.
yeah, and so, and that happens as well. But there's a difference between a soulmate and the love of your soul, right? And so the thing is, man, if we get a past life reading, there's when we get past life readings, the danger is this. Is that we make a connection with the now, with here. And we let this dictate our thoughts here. Okay? We can't do that. Whatever happened in our past life, we're not meant to remember for a reason. The only things that we're meant to carry forward from past lives are the lessons that are ingrained on our soul. So specifics, right? So like, for example, learning how to love, right? We have to learn to love. If you're a brand new soul, you have to learn how to love. You have to learn how to give love, and you have to learn how to accept love. Many of us, it comes ingrained, but at some point in the past, our soul had to learn how to do that. Once your soul has learned that lesson, it moves on. And we carry it with us. It's ingrained. Okay? So when people get past life readings and they associate things of the carnal nature and the earthly realm with that of the spirit, it's not a good mix. I know. So here's the thing, and that's okay. this is what I stress to the students, my students that I teach about past life readings and why it's...
Dana, do you have something to say about this? You've been taught. You know.
Well, it's one of those things that this is an example of one of the dangers of like, okay, I give people past life readings, but I always emphasize like this is just kind of like a cool thing to get an idea of.
Can't hold on to it.
But don't hold on to this. Don't wrap your identity now with what happened another lifetime ago, because that's not who you are now. There's a separation of soul and physicality, right? And so we're treading in deep waters here, and I'm hoping people are following. But it's so important, because when we...
And it's not to diminish. Please know that it's not to diminish that what your past lives are important. They help, just like rings on a tree. Right. Every past life is, when you come back, you come
it's
out
the
with
soul
that,
lesson.
Right. It's you come
that's
back with
all
that
you carry with
knowledge.
you. That's what you're meant to carry with you, not the identity.
No.
Of
it's
that
just
past
the innate
life.
knowledge of what you didn't learn in that past life.
You're going to bring those lessons forward.
Right. So that way we keep moving mankind forward.
Exactly.
And elevating them. That's why mankind keeps moving forward. Because if not, guess what? We'd still be what? Nomads. Right. And be beaten on our chests like cavemen, or being chased around by dinosaurs. And don't even get me started on the dinosaurs. You know how I feel about that.
Right.
But let her know, because it's like she needs to just feel the now. And if she wants to, I know she says she wants to book a reading with you, and you'd be more than happy to get into that with her. And you know, because I don't want her to feel diminished by that.
No, but here's the thing, man.
And Neuro is asking her
that
a
is
lot
the
of
danger.
Too.
That is the danger of past life readings, past life regression. You've got to remember not to associate now with then. It's just something like cool, you know, that well, that makes sense. It might explain why you have an affinity towards a certain subject or something like that. But that's about it. Pretty much it's entertainment purposes and maybe a little bit of insight.
She's confused as to why he didn't love her.
Because people can be assholes. Just because you feel... Look, it boils down to that. Because if you get wrapped up in somebody and it's because you think that there's like an instant connection from somebody because you were connected in a past life, there's the danger. Because if they don't feel that connection...
She got that marriage card upside down. She is battling two sides of herself.
I know that.
I mean, my God. I mean, it's like she's... And listen, this is not... I understand what she's... The move card is upside down. Holy... I mean, seriously. Yeah. She just has to make peace with this moment.
Carmen, I'm going to speak to you right now as a man, okay? Not as a psychic, not as a medium, not thinking on this level. We are out there I'm going to tell you straight. So here's it straight. A lot of guys out there, if you say something like that, very esoteric, and they ain't on that level, they're going to be like, me too, baby. Me too. It's just how it is. It's where discernment comes in, right? And, you know, unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that... And even if you felt it at the moment, man, people are fickle. People are fickle. You know, people change. And that sucks. But you're only doing yourself a disservice by pining for someone who didn't want you. You're getting into realms of with like, you know, astral travel and stuff like that. Look, you're getting into realms that are very deep and complicated. Okay? And so if people aren't ready for that, okay, so check it out, right? So he won't leave you. All right, so that's on you. For real. For real. That's on you, man. You could block him out. Choose to. Make the choice. It's that simple.
Yes,
It's that
abilities,
simple.
she can do it.
If you're aware of astral travel and all of that, then if he won't leave you alone, that's on you.
Does she do prayers of protections? Because she was speaking earlier that she was an empath, and we, you know, those words.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to go over to those definitions?
Yeah, I did already.
Okay.
I don't know. Zaria?
The little boy?
And it begins.
It's a good question, though, Zaria.
Thanks, Zaria, for opening up that.
So look, Carmen, here's the thing. God. How do I even respond to that, Carmen? How do I even respond to that?
She just needs to book a meeting with me, dude.
Yeah, you and I, look, we
You're gonna
getting
have to
into
do
some
a-
deep stuff. Because here's the thing, Carmen.
I mean, when you agree, Dana, that
Yeah,
she needs to talk.
you and I, we need to have a discussion. Because I understand the thirst for knowledge, but we have to be careful what fountain we drink from.
Ooh.
Okay?
God.
Seriously. Because you've been taking drinks from fountains all over, and some of them have better water in it.
Oh,
And have corrupted your senses a little bit. So we need to work that out. Okay? We will... Yeah. Prayers of protection, always. Always, always, always. Okay? You don't need a cord cutting. God, first off, if you cut any kind of cord that's connected to your spirit body, you're gone. There's only one. The cord that connects us at the solar plexus. And when you come out facing yourself. And when that cord is cut, right? Mm-hmm. There's no coming back. Lord knows, I've seen it. I had a spirit waiting for me on the couch downstairs in my living room. After I got home from work one day, saying, "How do I get back?" I said, "Homeboy, you don't." But look, here's the thing.
Drove me nuts all day.
So look, here's the thing, man. We're getting into we're treading into deep water,
And she
just needs to be kind of straightened out.
Yes,
She just needs to be straightened out a little bit. You're aware, right? And it's one of these things where you just need to be taught that you're in control. It's that simple. Because here's the thing. This is here's the thing. We'll talk another
Messenger.
one. Yeah, Facebook
Go to
Messenger,
Facebook
right?
Messenger.
The thing is in the description. So check it out. Here's what happens. This is what I tell my students. that there's a difference between abilities and gifts. Everyone wants to tell you and sell you that you have a gift because you're aware of this thing. That's not the gift. That's an ability. And when we work on ability alone without knowledge of our spiritual gifts, we are operating in a vacuum, and we operate as basically a giant gong. And there's nothing backing it up. There's no protection. There's nothing there. And it leaves you in a state of confusion. Okay? A state of confusion that is designed for you to be an energy pump. Pumping energy out to whoever will take it and leaving none for yourself, essentially. Okay? It's really, really that simple. And so it's just a matter of straightening a few things out. All right.
Just want a picture of the card.
Now, did you want to get a picture of these cards as a reminder? Because if you shoot
and that way,
this way we can kind of go over
it,
them in a little more detail and stuff. But we're getting into some deep water really quick. Not the intent for alive. You know what I'm saying?
We need everybody to collectively pray right now for Sammy. It's getting really bad.
All right.
I just.
And so, here's the thing. Yeah, so if we all could, man, just take a moment and pray for our friend Sammy in Australia, who had a bushfire pop up, less than a kilometer?
Away, yeah.
Less than a kilometer away from her.
It's been going on for a couple of hours now.
Yeah, at last count, they had like 30 fire trucks and like 20 police cars and stuff trying to fight it. We've got to pray for rain for all of Australia. The entire continent is burning, and that's what here in the States we're not seeing that on our news. They're saying the bushfires. We've known about it for it's been going on for a few months now, and they're just now starting to talk about it on the news, and it's only snippets.
And this is like, she told me, this is not, I go, is this something that happens every year? Remember this, Dana? We talked about this. Mm-hmm. And she says, no, we have not had fires like this in over 100 years. And they have no water.
Yeah, and
no
to
water.
The point to where their energy grid is down. Yeah, the whole of Australia, the entire continent, is burning. And I saw where someone superimposed the continent of Australia with the fire map, on top, at scale, on top of the United States. It would be equivalent to virtually the entire United States, some of Canada, and some of Mexico being on fire. To kind of put it in perspective. It's bad, man. It's bad. So we've all gotta at this stage of the game, if you could, donate a couple of bucks to one of the many funds that are going to help wildlife and help the rescue workers.
There's a
and
Steve
stuff.
Irwin one that's going around.
Yeah,
that's probably the most legit.
And it's sad because their prime minister isn't like releasing any money to do anything with it.
I mean, she told us that they have to. No, she told us about a month and a half ago that they had to limit their showers to like 4 minutes.
Yeah. It's bad, man. It's bad, man.
It's really scary.
Yeah. The wildlife is just being absolutely decimated, which is really affecting Sammy bad because she's our pet psychic, man, and our animal specialist. So it's devastating her on so many ways.
Yeah, I mean, donate to
whoever you feel drawn to.
Drawn
man.
to, you know.
Yeah, it's it's one of those things where, and even if you can't, we could pray, man. Hey, Sergio, the hell's going down, man? How you doing?
Okay, so let me take a picture of those pictures.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need those cards.
All right.
Okay, so anyway, now you had there was a spirit behind you because it wasn't just Zaria; it was also Angel Donna who also said that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I always have my protectors around me, so I don't know if that's what you're seeing or if it's my son.
Yeah, here's the thing, is that when a lot of times, even if you have abilities and whatnot, it's difficult for us, if not impossible, to read for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because how do you distinguish between what's memory or what someone would say versus what they're actually saying now?
Mm-hmm.
That is the real reason why you can't read for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, though. Whatever it is that you're seeing, it ain't a thing because we are operating 100% from the light right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's nothing to worry about. It's all love. Mm-hmm. What's up, Journey?
If you are new to our channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you are on YouTube, subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified. If you're on Facebook, like and follow, please. And if you do want a full card reading, or if you want to donate or get a private reading with Justin, yeah.
You want you to try your hands?
Hmm?
You want to try your hands?
No. What? Oh, no.
You sure?
Yeah, sure.
I was trying to do it on the low, but mouth over there stops talking.
Well, you were giving me the eye, like.
No, I wasn't.
Do you have spirit coming through?
Not at the moment. It's almost 11:30. I know. Snappy.
I'm the director.
Yeah, are you even doing anything over
Yeah,
there?
I'm trying to send. That one is not one of your regular spirits.
we know,
She can
Zaria.
try
It's
to read
hers.
me if
You
she's
know.
nervous. She can. Who's the spirit? Zaria says he whispers in your ear.
Well, welcome, Journey. We are actually simulcasting on Facebook and YouTube at the moment, so I don't know how many. Why do you what? Just say, boo. Just talk. Everyone can hear you.
Introduce yourself.
I was in the process. All right. So my name's Justin Cardoza. I am a psychic medium, intuitive consultant. This is Dana, Mama Wolf, and she is going to be making she's a special guest, man. Special guest. One of our LWE students about to make her debut here relatively soon on doing readings on lives, right? Mm-hmm. She feels like she's not quite there yet, though, which I disagree. But that's okay. And then we have Mouth of the South, Roseanne, intuitive paraphilosopher
Hey-o.
extraordinaire. All right? So,
Hey-o.
Yeah, we just this is our give back
Dana
spirit
is
readings.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She's got I mean, she is spirit, the Holy Spirit protection. I don't know what they call it in your
Protector.
but yeah, but you're a protector. She's protect.
She's a tank.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So, what are we doing?
So, if anybody
What
else
are
is
we
wanting
doing?
a card reading, okay, you need to book now. Last chance for a full card reading. Full card readings are $25. And if you are not wanting one, then, you know, we have to see. Yeah, you can book or donate through PayPal. You don't need to. I've been watching for months and still nothing, Jolisa. You have to be patient. Yeah, that's how the.
And Jolisa, remember, we're gonna hook up. We're gonna hook up. You said after the New Year's, so, and I know you had a lot going on with your kid and everything. We're thankful that that's better, right? So, I got you. We're gonna get there. Okay. All right. So, I'm trying to see if he's. I'm not getting anybody right now. Well, first off, yeah, Richie, man. No, we don't put people to the test like that, homie. It don't work that way. See what I'm saying? So it's like you're gonna be drawn or not, but I don't get down like that. So it's one of those things of, you know, as far as like the spirit readings go. Hello.
Oh, Lily, $25. She wants a card reading. She's actually asking a question with the card reading. I love it. Remember how you were like, you got somebody?
I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Jaleisha, yeah, it's normal if it that's normal to feel like that. It doesn't mean that that's the case though. Okay. Hey Roseanne.
Yeah.
Well, I'm tuning in. Shuffle that for me. Yeah?
All right. Some nights.
Hmm?
Oh, I'm just talking to myself. Every time I see Jaleesa's name, I start thinking of Jolene.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Even though her name's Jolisa.
Keep going. Don't worry about me.
You can feel free to wave and talk to the people.
I know she's up.
She's like, Angelina! Hey, Happy New Year! Long time no see. She's always ghost hunting, that girl. Heather was closer by in T-Town again. I had a quick trip off. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Heather.
What?
I'm just reading the comments.
Okay. Everything going nuts.
Yes, love me some good something. I know you do. You and your husband are always out road tripping.
That'd be fun to do.
I know, right? They're living the life. It's really good to see you, Angelina. I do think of you often, love.
Cool.
Yeah, very.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Lily, go ahead and do a reading for you real quick. I gotta keep remembering to go up, man.
The Queen of Water says you're right about past life readings, though. I've only had one.
I know. Past life readings are dangerous if you're not in the right not in the right headspace or
people and just read
right context. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Zaria. So, what would you want me to go back to the question? Because I know you can't scroll. That she was wanting.
About her sister?
Mm-hmm. Okay, apparently I can't scroll either.
So, yeah, it's fine. I got it.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Here. Jeez. I already knew. I already knew, man. So here's the thing, Lily, regarding your sister. First card that comes out, and I know you're familiar with this deck, is the Sign from Above card, right? It's upside down. So essentially, before I even pulled any cards for her, number one, the question you asked is pretty much, it's either a yes or a no answer, but you know as well as I do that there are no yeses or nos, right? That this all boils down to a free will situation. And so I think the real question that you were asking was in regards to the circumstances surrounding said situation. You know that your sister's self-esteem is pretty much non-existent, pretty much thoroughly beaten down, no confidence left, no faith left, inner survival type of mentality. It's become almost an addiction to abuse. It's a sad thing. It is, especially for those who love her that are around. And, but here's the thing that you have to remember is to what you have to remember is that I know frustration grows on your part, right? Because you look at a situation like that and you're like, how can you not see that this is wrong? That this isn't healthy for you, blah, blah, blah. And everyone in your circle, your family and things, think the same way. and you just don't understand why she's not getting it. Well, here's the thing. This goes back to what I was saying earlier about our souls learning lessons that our souls have to learn and absorb lessons to carry with us so that lesson becomes an ingrained, innate state of being. Right? She hasn't learned that yet, and you have. And this is the example that I typically give when talking about this type of thing, about soul lessons, right? And why one of the first things that I teach burgeoning light workers and in general is that rule number one is that it's not about us. That there is no hierarchy in this. No one person is higher than another. Because in a situation like this, it's very easy to fall into the egotistical trap that says, oh, you don't get this? This is simple. This is common sense. What? No. Your soul has already learned this lesson. Theirs has not. Now, in another vein, you may have something that you struggle with that they do not. And so it's a trade-off. And they may look at that and say, why don't you do this? Because to me it's common sense. But it doesn't mean that... What's that face? Okay, so it doesn't mean that one person is higher than another. Okay, that's the trap that darkness sets for us. Because then we begin to look down on other people. Like they're not as advanced or not with it enough or whatever. And it develops this anger, and this anger is darkness, the way that it's designed to kind of plant that seed in you. Can you please?
No. Sorry.
Thank you. Right away, the first thing that came to me is that she's addicted to being treated bad because she associates being treated bad with attention. And she's always been the type that any type of attention, good or bad, was something that she would absorb and want to hold on to.
And she's just not ready to let go of it yet.
Right. And there's nothing that anyone can do or say, and in fact, I would argue the opposite. The more people do and say, hey, what is wrong with you, the more she's going to rebel against that. It's she's stuck in this phase of cutting off her nose to spite her face. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's hard to watch, and it's... When you love somebody, it's difficult sometimes to watch them go through very difficult life lessons. But it's our responsibility as people who understand that that's what it is, that we're patient and loving and kind and, all of that. So, if you had a dream of her new man, bottom line is free will. It's free will. For me to say yes or no is negating God. So, like right now, like the instant feeling that I get would be no. But I would never say that because that would be negating God's ability to cast an epiphany on her and make her wake up and just say, wait, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I'm worth more than this. And then be out. And I would never do that. Because I think anyone who has hit a certain age in life and a certain level of wisdom, we've all had one of those moments of epiphany that we know isn't us. And so we can never rule that out. All we could do is pray for those who can't pray for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, sometimes that's all we can do, and we have to be okay with that.
Okay, cards you got.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that marriage card upside down.
Everything's upside down.
Upside down. Oh, and the activist
You can take
card
a picture
upside
of it,
down.
and Lily will be able
You
to
know,
see.
and that breaks my heart. Healthful eating, to me, it's like she's got to feed her soul of the right things in her life that are going to draw her
Right.
to the things that she,
Yeah.
that will break her away from the things that keep her trapped in a cyclical, dependent cycle
Right,
of
right.
attracting. Okay, I know we've got a lot of people asking about readings. You got Zaria. She's like telling you to raise your vibration higher because there's somebody around you. And they're going nuts on here. I did take a picture for you, Lily. I'm going to send it to you. You got Phyllis Baker over on Facebook asking if she will have a loving relationship with Brandon. Phyllis, I'm going to give you free advice. If you give him unconditional love, then he needs to be giving you exactly the same thing that you give out.
There you go.
So if you act like a jerk, if you act like a bitch, that's what you get back. If you want love, you've got to project what you want in this world.
Right, but that also means, though, that if you do that and someone's acting like a jerk or an asshole to you, then you need to be out,
Yep.
right? It's got to be a matching thing. So it's like, look, the street...
She home.
Yeah, they had to bring her home.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go.
Hmm?
You gotta go.
No, he can take care of her.
Okay. That's on you too. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to be mean about it, Gladys.
No,
but
that's
a
real.
fact.
That's
It is
real,
real.
dude.
People ask about relationships like that all the time. Will somebody love me? I don't know. Do you love yourself enough
Yeah.
to be worthy
That's
of
the real
love?
answer, man.
Right.
That's the real answer.
Because
people, here's the deal, Phyllis, from my experience. The people who come on asking about love is because they're unsure, because they've had terrible experiences in the past and they don't understand why. Okay? Sometimes there are no answers. Sometimes people just don't click. That's putting it nicely. But there's other times that there are just some people that want to use and abuse you because they can. That's real. That's the long and short of it. Now, with Brandon, you just always keep your eyes open. You go into things with open eyes and an open heart, and the fact of the matter is that if you're not getting what you're putting out, that's something only you can analyze and decide for yourself.
Absolutely.
No psychic on Facebook or YouTube
and if they
or
do,
anything.
they're liars.
Yeah,
they're
no,
liars.
no. I'm telling you I'm telling you the truth, man. That's the truth. Because look, here's the thing. People change over time, right? So a successful there's no two ways around that. I've been married to my wife for 15 years. We've been together 16. We are not the same people that we were when we met. They're fine. They're fine.
Okay.
They're fine. We're not the same people we were when we met. We're still together because we decided to grow together. And sometimes that's hard. That requires compromise. That requires unconditional love. Those two things most people aren't capable of. It seems that way. Or they choose not to be capable of that because they're selfish. But that's what it takes. It takes unconditional love and
From both
compromise
people.
from both sides
Exactly. Dana
in
knows
order
she's
to
in a
grow
wonderful
together.
marriage.
In order to grow together. Okay?
There's no
It's
one-sided.
that simple. It's that simple, man. There's no...
She's saying something.
I'm sorry.
I said there's no one-sided relationship. It takes both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does.
There's no... Look, guys, anybody who... I understand. Trust me, I really, really get it. I really understand the fact that people want to know about their love lives. Why? Because God created us to find that special someone. I totally get that. And if you're single for a while or you've had a string of bad relationships, you start to wonder, hey, God, what's going on here? Right? And this, your faith starts to crumble, and you're like, man, what's
You
going
grow together
on?
or you grow
Exactly.
apart.
Right, that's
But
exactly
you know what?
right.
Before you can even begin to have that kind of love, you have to know yourself inside and out.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to ask yourself 3 questions. What are those 3 questions, Dana? You know what?
She's
the-
like, really?
She's like, really? You gotta ask yourself, what is that you
What
want?
do you want? What are you looking? Well, what do you want?
Right. What do you need? And what do you
have
have to have?
Right.
And what you have to have is the deal breaker. But you only get to ask those questions after you've been through a string of shitty relationships that have you finally have realized, man, that sucks. Man, I don't like that. Like, that ain't working for me anymore. That kind of guy, no, but I like this. Danny, you have a fantastic accent, by the way.
I don't have an accent.
But those are the real hard questions you have to ask yourself. It's about self-introspection. It is deep, deep self-introspection. There is nobody in this world except for yourself. And by the way, what you need and what you have to have is a trademark of Roseanne Cardoza, para-philosopher. I am putting it out there. That is those are the 3 questions I asked myself before I found you.
Yeah, you can't have a real relationship without knowing yourself first.
No!
And then
You
you've got to
gotta
lay it on the
walk
line
that
with them.
lonely
So
road.
if they don't know themselves, then you can't change them.
Right, and it doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, bi, question mark, if you're fat, if you're thin, if you're pretty, if you're not so pretty, if you're a dreamboat or, shipwreck, it doesn't matter. Because love is love. And everybody can find love. Everybody deserves love. Everybody is worthy of love. But the caveat to it is, are you worthy enough to accept the love? That's the real question.
Mm-hmm.
Ro,
Okay.
is you hysterical? No, I'm just passionate. This is my specialty. This is my specialty.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Need and want are different answers. Exactly. Want, well, exactly. But what you have to have, it's an elevated pros and cons list. What you have to have is the deal breaker.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
People want stuff all the time. People need stuff all the time. But if you need something, it means I need water to shower. What are you doing? I need, but I want to pay the bill? Not really. No, okay, but that's a different story. I'm saying, but you have to have, electricity,
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, look, do you need a purse that's $1,000? No, but I like it, But you don't have to have it. Now, there are women in this world who would choose $1,000 purse over a man who is her age and doesn't have to take Viagra, okay, and can provide her love instead of money in her checking account. There are some women who trade off for that. Just saying. Just saying. It wouldn't be a night without Roseanne getting in some sort of smart aleck
Scandal. Some sort of scandal.
No, that's truth, honey. That's truth.
I know it is.
That's truth.
I know.
There are women who sit there and cry that say, I wish I had love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But there are also women out there who think they have love, but they live in fear all the time of that love leaving them because they don't do X, Y, and Z for their husband. Their wifely duties. And I don't mean cooking a good meal. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Denise Kennedy.
Denise Kennedy.
All right.
A rant tangent. Right.
Yes.
So anyway.
So, anywho's. All right. So, this has been...
So if we're not getting it, if that is the end, that it looks like...
Yeah, because I'm not getting anything.
And that's okay. But if you guys,
cool.
if you're on Facebook and you like what you're hearing and you want to see more, hello. Say hello.
I'm listening.
Oh, it got good. Senora was like, it got good, man. Don't end. Don't end.
Roseanne going on a rant.
And I even clapped.
No, you were snapping.
Was it?
Yeah, you were snapping.
Yeah.
Well, clap, snap. What is it? It's
whatever. It's
not
a
really-
loud, clicky noise.
We should
Yeah.
put the clapper in here and then put it, hook it up to one of the lights.
Oh, yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah. But anyway, if you
You
are
wanna give
new
people some
to Facebook, and by the way, Angel Donna, I saw your comment earlier saying, but I never get a reading. I've been on here, and it's like...
Angel Donna didn't say that, did she?
Yeah, she did. She was like, I've been patient. Angel Donna said it
waiting on
earlier.
her sister.
I know, but she needs... I want her to know that it's like, listen... Keep talking to your sister. Keep talking to your sister.
I don't think that was her, dude. I think that was somebody. That may have been somebody else. Because I know Angel Donna didn't say that because
It was Angel Donna.
No, she was telling someone to be patient.
Oh, she was?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You're
Well,
misremembering it.
Hello,
I got you.
I've been
I got you,
missing
Angel
the
Donna.
comments. Why are they weird like that?
It's because we got the unified comments going on.
No, it got weird all of a sudden.
We got the unified comments of Facebook and YouTube.
No,
And so,
no. Now they're going. They're going now. I totally get that, Justin. So, anyway.
It's full down, that's why.
And your numbers are dropping because they're like, oh, no spirits? Okay, bye.
Yeah,
Bounce. No, they're behind on here, Dom.
Just gotta scroll down. That's why.
Oh, yeah, I was doing it right.
Yeah.
Patience is a virtue, right? It takes time. And that is the lesson that we learned in 2019, that everything is about timing. Shay says, I was on for over a year before I had a spirit come through to me. Yep. Okay, Angel Dot, I am so sorry. Sorry.
Beat it, Amanda Lockwood. Kick rocks. Kick rocks.
Mm-hmm.
No, DZ.
Oh. What are you doing?
This is why I don't do the
Hold on just a
live
second.
on Facebook thing.
Oh, wait, Amanda Lockwood?
Really?
Hey,
Isn't that like
no. Amanda Lockwood.
2018?
Is my timing's right for the couch? I don't know. Is it? Only a whore would know that.
Damn.
Oh, damn, girl. Don't come on our live with your freaking couch comments.
couch trolls? Really?
Dead
Couch
memes.
trolls. That's like
Dead
so
memes.
2018.
Boo.
Boo. Come
Dead
out
meme.
with something
Whack.
better.
Whack.
Yeah.
Come on now. Oh yeah, it's on
Yeah,
Facebook,
it's on Facebook.
Aaron. This is why.
Facebook
so
is
everybody
so
on Facebook.
lowbrow.
This is why I don't do Facebook.
Oh, Kristen Carey, this girl named Amanda Lockwood on Facebook, because we're streaming both on YouTube and Facebook, and yeah, I'm calling her out. She's like, "Oh, is my timing right for the couch?
Dude, that's such
I
a dead
see
meme.
a new couch in my future. Yeah, with a gangbang on it. Oh, damn, I did it again. Bye, Amanda Lockwood.
Yes.
Honey, take
That's right, she
those
already
Angela Bauer glasses off, honey. All
Yeah,
right,
she's
this is
already
in
left. We call people
1987.
This-
Okay.
Boo.
But Justin Banner. Dominic Banner.
Boo. How you gonna come on? Like, if you gonna come on and troll, at least be original.
Right?
You gonna come
Well,
on
hey,
with some
I
dead.
was giving Neuro something.
Yeah,
He said
man.
he didn't want it to end, so
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
There
I know,
you go.
Facebook is like they're
It'll be
the
another
lowest.
1-star review,
See,
lowering
and-
my
Oh
thing.
yeah,
But like,
who
who cares?
But
Look,
see,
here's the
in
thing with
those
the Facebook
moments,
stars.
That's when I need the
Here's the thing.
Looney Tunes.
yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing that drives me nuts with the Facebook stars is that anybody can review anybody, even if they've never been a client.
Banner?
So
Yeah.
it's whatever, man.
Yes,
it's whatever.
but we will
It's-
contest it.
It don't matter. They don't remove it. 'Cause
Always drama on
is
Facebook.
garbage.
Drama
Yeah, it's so
is
stupid.
like the lowbrow bar.
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
Yeah.
YouTube has got a more high class people.
They're with it. That's why.
But I'm not saying that about everybody on YouTube, on Facebook, because actually all our peeps we found on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And people are rude, and it's like that couch thing is really 2018.
Yeah, it's old, man.
It's
Like,
old, dude.
If
Like,
you're gonna come on and troll, at least try to be
come
clever
on.
about it. And it's like, I'm not even gonna get mad at it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
we
gonna
block
call you
them.
out.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, I'm Italian, so I'm not just gonna block you and not say something.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
Oh, we're
the best
not.
way
It's just
to,
funny.
The best way to stop it is to.
Here we go again. Really? You
What?
guys are so whack. You can't even think of original
we
troll
send the
comments.
payment up your ass. That's where we send it. Justin, what's the address? Oh, I know what it is. 555 Big
Okay.
Ass Avenue.
You can send the payment and shove it up your butt.
Stanley Hudson.
Stanley Hudson, right?
There you go.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So whack, dude. God.
Boo.
Boo. Come on, come at
Dude,
us.
for trolls? I mean, really?
They're not trolls. They're Facebook users.
They're called late night
uh,
losers.
Ooh.
Who don't have dates.
Whack, dude. Just so whack. Like,
They're
not
in the
even thinking of
shallow
anything clever, man.
They're in the shallow end of the
Dude,
pool.
the shallow end of the gene pool. My God.
Angel Donna is like, I'm Italian as well. Tell him, Angel Donna, am I not right? You always gotta have. You always
Yeah,
gotta
the last
have the
laugh.
last word.
Yeah, man.
Face
it's
break,
crazy.
yeah.
Whack, dude. Like, here's the thing. We had one guy come on one time and said,
God don't like ugly.
he said-
Erin wrote that. She wrote that. She goes, God don't like ugly.
so, here's the thing. We had one guy, what was that, Dom, that the guy said? He said something about, like, tell me when I'm going to fart or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, it was
Dude,
pretty funny.
it was pretty funny.
It was like
I was like, okay.
Weird noises are coming from my butt. Are those spirits? And I genuinely ha-ha.
I did too.
That was
I was
pretty
like-
original, but I'm gonna ban you.
I'm going to
just
go
for
ahead and
kick-
ban you because I have to. But credit where credit is due.
It
That
was
made me
original.
giggle.
Yeah.
a little
I
bit.
said that to the guy.
But that's not the kind of thing that we're running here. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be a place where people could come on and
Go with
feel
your brother, please.
cool and safe. But
I don't know.
if you're going to troll somebody, man, at least be original with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
but here's the thing. Even
Be
when
funny.
trolls do come on, you're like, for real, like you
He's fine.
feel them out. Like, you
I
know.
already know.
Because you know when they're like, oh yeah, that's my grandfather. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's like,
hello,
shut
he
up.
reads energy, people.
It's why I don't read
Okay,
for someone
this
unless I
isn't
feel like
Sylvia
a click.
Brown on the Montel show.
Oh yeah, they're dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're dead.
No shit, they're dead.
Oh, yeah, they're
Yeah,
dead.
I know. He reads
That's playing the
energy.
percentages, dude.
So, if you're gonna come out
That's
with
the
a
same
troll,
thing.
do something better than a couch. Or where do I send the payment? I don't know. How about,
Amanda asks, "Can you
What was
explain
that
the
one?
couch comment?"
Address.
it's something that started with the
Who
makeup
knows?
people.
Yeah.
No. It started with the makeup women.
Yeah.
And all the
Yeah.
makeup groups with their brows that they were doing, those big, fluffy caterpillar eyebrows. And, and I have news for those makeup women. Hey, I'm telling you the future. And so listen hard. If you're a makeup guru, eyeshadow, it goes out of style. Let's not forget the 70s with the ice blue. Okay,
So Heather, hang on.
yeah, it all started with the couch.
Okay, so Heather asked, "Who's the guest again? How far is she in your teachings?" Pretty far. She joined already pretty far along, right? And so Lightworker education is really about customizing things to the individual student. That's why it's
Oh, here we go.
it's a small.
Go ahead, continue.
Really? LOL. Come on, God, you guys are so whack. Why?
Just talk to the
So
people.
anyway, so look, LWE is about individualized learning and helping people get to a place to where they want to be as far as being a light worker. Now Dana is just about done, and we're about to get going. 2020, the Alpha team is about ready to start hitting the ground running, and we're going to be having guests on,
She's
doing
been a
guest
student.
readings.
Lily's asking how long she's been a student for her whole life. There's
Yeah.
things we can't discuss because that's private information to
Yeah,
Dana.
exactly.
As a student, we don't divulge those things. So she's not a nub. She's not a noob. Okay, she's shy on here because, like a lot of light workers, there are light workers who work for the people and in front of the people, and there's some people who work their intense energy and gifts
In support roles.
in
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Dana has done some amazing jobs of like getting dark energy in the early days when we were on the couch page, over there, back over there on those days, remember?
Yeah, right.
You were like, remember? I mean,
Yeah.
so you've been doing it for a long time. Lightworker education has just been an extension of what we've always done, but this alpha group has just been, they're with the exception of,
I'm gonna hurt 'em.
one, everybody in our Lightworker alpha group they're very advanced students already in their abilities.
Right.
Nobody gets into Lightworker education without getting a consultation with Justin, because you
Right.
cannot, I don't believe
You have to
that
be
you
accepted
can,
into
right, you can't teach people to be a
Close.
psychic.
No, you can't.
And the things that you teach are not things that everyday people should know about. It's protected information,
Yeah.
and it needs to be protected by people who really truly serve the light.
Oh, Sammy, Angel
Yeah.
Donna. Yeah, she's busy at the moment with one of the bushfires by her house, though. So.
Yeah, she's super, super, super busy.
And a bushfire just erupted,
Yeah,
a couple of hours ago
Yeah, a couple
for her.
hours.
So.
Yeah.
Like an hour before the live started.
The
Yeah.
live started out of nowhere, and it's,
Yeah.
and I think her mom is like yeah. I had to do a prayer like when you guys were in the middle of. So
Yeah.
So
All right.
well. So any more questions that anybody else has? Because like you guys are asking very. But yeah, she's. But light worker education. How do you feel about your?
How you
experience?
feeling? How you feeling on camera?
You look pretty.
Nervous?
Look fantastic. I know, man. Got so much nervous energy. I'm like, what the hell? You're fine.
I'm on the
You'll be
spot.
okay.
I don't like it.
Get used to it. Get used to it.
Yes, Amanda. I'm praying she is okay
Yeah.
too. Yes. Yeah. Do you? Anybody else have a question for Dana?
Who?
She's in what is it? New South Wales, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's in
Mhm.
Sydney.
NSW.
See, she's Mm-hmm. Angel Donna.
Oh, I
You shouldn't
know.
be shy. We're all welcome here. Well, right? I mean, hello. She's the one that's. She's got the blue wrench next to her name. She's a mod on
she's
our
one of the
live.
mods.
Yeah.
So. And if you.
I just do a lot of behind the scenes instead of actually in front of the camera.
Yeah, this is all
but
designed to kind of help.
Don't let this one kid you.
I don't want
Careful
to
with the fire
She
behind you.
is just as mouthy as me, if not more.
Quiet.
As I catch my hair on fire.
Right?
So, can we ask what Dana's specialty is? Can they ask what your specialty is so far?
I'm just a protector.
Protection,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. Yep.
She's keeping a tight lip on it.
Mm-hmm.
See that? There you go.
Oh no.
Yeah, it is only my first time.
And Jaleisha, here's the thing. Remember that we spoke and I said that there's numerous things that can affect a reading, both on the other side and this side, right? So, like, we have to come to a place of acceptance with the loss. And even when we come to a place of acceptance, there still may be a hang up on the other side that we're not aware of. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's them learning how to communicate or get through whatever the case may be. And so I believe it will get there. I know it will. It's just we're going to get through it. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where you're at emotionally, mentally, everything like that. What's happening now?
I'm just happy.
Just a protector.
Intent doesn't mean jack.
I was getting to that.
Okay.
I'm formulating. Hang on.
Oh, for God's sakes.
What? What do
Nothing.
you mean, oh, for God's sakes?
Oh no, I just feel a big, you know what. Don, come here. I have a job for you.
Well, if you go to lightworkereducation.org.
She's already been there.
No, not Marlena Aruda. There's a blog section, and there's some pretty decent info there. It's some basic info on how to do basic protection prayers. But prayers are empty without faith. You know what I mean? So, intent.
And
No.
I'm going to say it.
So, intent,
I
what?
am the one that got the message. Setting intent. Be aware of why you set while you are setting your intent. Be aware of setting your intent. Then once you understand it, then you can control it. The main understanding of setting intent is an oxymoron. It's a mystery. Setting intent, the most important thing is that it means nothing. That's the secret. But once you have thorough understanding that it means nothing, and as once a wise man said many, many years ago, that the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but many have good intentions, but nothing backing it. So setting intent is just clarifying that you have to follow the following steps or it means nothing. It's like planning a meeting, but not having a meeting. Thank you, Paul.
Any more?
No, I wrote that because I'm the one who got that.
I understand, but is there any more trade secret information that you?
No,
you
that
wanna
was
release?
free light worker information. But don't talk about intent. I hate people who say, "Oh, but the intentions were good." No. Because guess what? That one was an exclamation point to me. Do you know how many times I had to hear that in the meditation? Like, it went over and over and over and over. So, yeah, I got a big, like that before. Giovanni, come here. Which color do you want? You want blue?
So,
Orange?
How do you protect oneself from
Or
jealous
yellow?
people? Well, for one thing, give them the time of day.
Which color?
isn't this funny? Isn't it great that? So, I find that so many people that are on this awakening, this spiritual awakening, if you will, think that there's a mystery, a mysterious way of doing things that we do.
Mm-hmm.
Protecting yourself, right? That everything has to be so esoteric.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it is very, very simple stuff.
It's common
If you're
sense
around jealous people, get the hell away from the jealous people. Don't give them the time of day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's that simple. See,
You let them bug you, they just feed off of it and
Yeah.
continue.
energy
They'll know how
vampires,
to-
man.
Yeah, they'll know
It's-
how to
it's
get.
crazy. All right.
They'll
So,
know your buttons.
bingo.
Afterwards?
So, what's up? Where are we at, Dom?
Viewers wise, we have 7 viewers on Facebook and 21 viewers on YouTube.
Yeah, you need to have another one.
Elena, what do you mean? What are you meaning? I have faith? Question mark. What?
No, I think she's been saying, what are you meaning? I do have faith. Like she's saying, if you don't have faith, intent, etc.
Yeah, I know she shouldn't have read that because that is, yeah, that was not intended for public consumption. It's crazy. So, all right, you know what? Let's go ahead, call this good, right?
I think we can play the intro one more time at least before we leave.
Sure, play the intro one more time. You're proud of it. It's good.
Well, okay,
All right,
Well, Gia can say
Hi.
bye.
All right, G, you want to come say bye?
No.
No? Okay.
You don't?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
It's late. Come say bye, and then we're gonna be out.
No, over here.
It's
Okay,
okay.
Come over here.
Come here.
Bye.
Come here. Come here.
Okay, come here.
Bye.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Nick.